Queen Isabella of Castile wasn't just another ruler, she was a force of nature. She defied kings, outmaneuvered her enemies, and forged a new Spain from the ashes of civil war. Her vision reshaped the world, from the battlefields of the Reconquista to the uncharted waters of the New World. Welcome back to Lost Horizon. Want more powerful stories that shaped history? Hit subscribe now and join us for epic tales. Isabella was never meant to rule. Born in 1451 to the Kingdom of Castile, she spent much of her early life in political exile, overshadowed by her half-brother, King Henry. But even as a young girl, she was different. Unlike many noblewomen of her time, Isabella was not content to be a pawn in the games of men. When Henry sought to control her future by arranging a politically convenient marriage, Isabella did the unthinkable: she refused. Instead, she chose her own husband, Ferdinand of Aragon. Their union in 1469 was more than just love, it was a political masterstroke. Together, they formed a power couple that would change history. But Isabella's path to the throne wasn't easy. After Henry's death in 1474, a brutal civil war erupted over the Castilian crown. Rival factions, foreign powers, and even her own nobles opposed her. Yet, against all odds, Isabella emerged victorious. With Castile firmly in her grasp, she and Ferdinand turned their eyes to a grander vision: the unification of Spain. Spain was not yet one kingdom. Though Isabella and Ferdinand ruled together, the Iberian Peninsula was still divided, with one last obstacle standing in their way: the Muslim stronghold of Granada. The Reconquista, a centuries-long struggle between Christian and Muslim forces, was nearing its final act. But this wasn't just about religion. Controlling Granada meant controlling trade routes, expanding influence, and securing a fully unified Spain. Isabella wasn't just a queen watching from a palace, she was a commander in spirit. She personally financed the war, ensured supplies reached her troops, and even joined Ferdinand on the front lines. After a decade of relentless siege warfare, the last Muslim ruler of Granada, Boabdil, surrendered on January 2, 1492. It was the moment Spain had been waiting for. But while Isabella celebrated victory, she was already planning her next move, one that would change the world forever. In the same year that Granada fell, an Italian navigator named Christopher Columbus arrived at the Spanish court with an outrageous proposal: sailing west to reach Asia. Portugal had turned him down. Many believed he was mad. But Isabella, she saw something others didn't. To her, this wasn't just about exploration, it was about power. If Columbus was right, Spain could outmaneuver Portugal and dominate global trade. If he was wrong, it was a relatively small financial loss. And so, she took the gamble. With her signature, Isabella changed history. When Columbus returned from his first voyage, claiming new lands across the Atlantic, Spain was suddenly on the path to becoming the most powerful empire in the world. But with new power came new consequences. Queen Isabella's reign ushered in Spain's golden age, but it was not without darkness. While she is remembered as a unifier and a patron of exploration, she also enforced policies that changed lives, for better or worse. Her most infamous act, the Spanish Inquisition, with religious unity as her goal, Isabella authorized one of the most feared institutions in history. Jews and Muslims were forced to convert or face exile, and those suspected of heresy were interrogated, tortured, or worse. Her policies laid the foundation for the Spanish Empire, but at the cost of countless lives. To some, she was a pious queen, guided by faith and duty. To others, she was a ruler whose ambition knew no limits. So, who was the real Isabella? A brilliant leader who forged a nation, or a ruthless monarch who ruled with an iron fist? What do you think? Was Isabella a hero, a conqueror, or something in between? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos on legendary rulers who shaped the world.